This is First Coast News on your side. We begin with breaking news.
Breaking right now at noon, 12 hours later, and still no end in sight as a fire reignites and rages on at a Northside Tire Recycling Center. Thank you for joining us for First Coast News at noon. I'm Katie Jeffries. Right now, the race is on to put this fire out as JFRD is warning of potentially toxic fumes now filling the air. Now, this is all happening at the Atlantic Can Tire Recycling in North Jacksonville. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported, but the smoke is now the primary concern. Jacksonville Fire Chief Keith Powers, along with Captain Eric Proswimmer, are expected to be speaking at any moment about this, and as soon as they do start talking about it, we will bring that to you live. But while we wait, we know that big weather changes are on the way over the next 48 hours. Let's check in now with meteorologist Lee Southwick.
All right, so today, warm weather. High temperatures today near 82 degrees, but we are very near that record high. Katie will talk about the cool down coming up.
Let's go back to that right now. We understand that the fire chief, along with Captain Eric Proswimmer, will be speaking. Let's listen.
Well, good afternoon. I started using foam yet.
So there you are listening to the Fire Chief Keith Powers discuss the situation at the recycling center on the north side. This is near where 295 meets North Main Street, to kind of give you a landmark location in that area, saying that this is in a rubbish pile. It's ground up tires that is the cause of this fire, and they are monitoring the air quality. They have around 30 units out there, but they say this could go on for hours as they are really trying to get down to where kind of the core of that fire is in this rubbish pile. So you will likely still see smoke in that area throughout the afternoon. Again, that's near 295, near where it meets North Main Street. We'll keep you updated on this. Let's go back to our weather with meteorologist Lee Southwick. She was just starting to tell us about the changes we should be expecting.
Absolutely, big changes. Today it is a warm day, but cool weather is on the way. It comes with rain beforehand and the cool blast on the way. We'll talk about that in my weather update.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office sharing body camera video of the arrest of a man accused in connection with a house fire in the Brooklyn area on Sunday morning. The video also shows police interviewing witnesses at the scene.
Did you see him carrying anything? That's the only thing. I didn't see him physically start. It was already on fire.
The suspect, 47-year-old William Baker, was arrested on arson charges. We can also show you video a neighbor gave us of the house on Magnolia Street. This was the fire early Sunday morning. Jacksonville Fire Rescue tells us the house was uninhabited at the time, but they did pull a dog from the burning house and had to resuscitate it. According to the report, Baker is homeless. The report says an officer saw Baker covered in soot walking away from the house. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office are hospitalized with serious injuries overnight following a crash along I-95. Police say the crash happened just before 10 in the southbound lanes just south of Emerson. JSO says that there were unexpected backups at the time, and the officer could not avoid hitting two other vehicles in front of him, including a semi. Police say it's unclear what may have led up to the crash, but they will be investigating the officer's speed. No one else was hurt. In Putnam County, a grand jury has indicted Kaylin Deller for the murder of her ex-boyfriend, Chad Mullins. State Attorney's Office says Deller was indicted for first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and failure to report a death. Mullins' body was found buried in the front yard of this Hastings property on October 28th. Deller is accused of shooting and killing Mullin in September of this year. The St. Mary's community is mourning the loss of a 21-year-old killed in a shooting at the Cumberland Oaks apartments on Saturday night. Residents at the apartment complex put together two memorials for Lancine Sumario with candles, balloons, and posters with messages written to a man they say was loved by everyone in this neighborhood. Lancine's older sister told First Coast News that her younger brother loved his family, loved basketball, and was just 2 weeks away from graduating from welding school.
We're gonna get justice. We need justice now. That's why I want to know what's going on. We know what's going on. The other man is in the hospital posting pictures and living his best life while my brother is dead.
Well, at this time, police have not identified any suspects and no arrests have been made. But anyone with information is asked to contact Detective Chris Winkle at 912-882-4488 or call the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. He went for surgery at a popular Florida vacation town. He had to have his spleen removed, but his family found out after he died it was actually his liver that was removed. For the first time, we are hearing from Bill Bryan's widow. Since her husband's death, the doctor who removed the wrong organ has had his medical license suspended. And records show this was not his first medical mistake.
I wish I had known, of course, and I wish that was public record somewhere, which it probably is, but the extensive amount of research that you have to do to find those records are kind of really cumbersome, and wouldn't be something that the average person would know.
Well, to see how you can check to see if a doctor has any discipline on their file, you can look for a link inside this story on firstcoastnews.com. Coming up on First Coast News at noon, protecting children on an online popular game. The new security measures Roblox says it is rolling out for parents to monitor their kids online. Plus, frightening moments for fans at last night's Dallas Cowboys game against the Houston Texans. The moments, pieces of metal fell from the roof, leaving debris scattered on the field.